It's the second most arid district in India, involving 3.6 million people. 3 perennial rivers, constantly dry, cruise through the state. The region is a victim to erratic rains, frequent droughts. Heavy withdrawal of scarce groundwater basically has resulted in substantially lowering the water table. Of the 14 occurrences of famine in the country, 11 of them have taken place in this district. Additional problem is the brackish groundwater accompanied by excess fluoride. You see 2 children here affected by fluoride. 60% of the households in this district survive with an annual income, of $1 a day. The problem is endemic throughout the region. For decades, getting a drop of pure water was like manna from heaven. Living was drudgery, trekking long distances in the harsh, ungiving heat to draw water from highly polluted, stagnant pools. The elected government was not oblivious to the problem, but the odds were overwhelming. They had neither the resources nor the effort to solve the problem. Into this scene stepped in Sri Sathya Central Trust, a non-profit, non-government organization. Recognizing that provision of drinking water is the sole responsibility of the government, but he will also set in motion the execution and subsequent management of this project. What followed was a successful experiment in the public-private partnership that can serve as a standing model of local action that delivered the Millennium Development Goals. Through this local action, water was provided to 1 million people and subsequently enlarged in other areas to about 10 million people who were living all along on the edge of drought and despair. It was a massive project. When the project was completed, it covered 20,000 square kilometers of area, 740 villages. Total population with the project basically indicate, there was one report where somebody said earlier that to walk 4 kilometers, bustling metropolis of about 8 million people. History of Chennai Water Project, now known as Sathya Ganga Water Project, can be traced back to 1968, when 4 governments failed to agree to share waters of a nearby perennial. Basically, the project succeeded because it was largely innovative. There was alternate financing available. It was unique. It was sustainable. It was replicable, and a partnership. It's a case of transformational forces providing mission and strategy,